Okay.
We can all hear each other. Oh.
Is this thing on?
The things you see when someone's sitting right next to you. This is amazing. It's very preoccupied.
I don't care for this.
What's your damn idea?
Well, that's
Look, it's not set up the way I like it. There's no director. Look, there's nobody like making myself look thinner. It's just not working out.
It's not right.
It's not.
It's not right.
It's not.
We barely made it here.
Somebody call Lips.
Oh.
Are you ready for this one?
Are you ready for this?
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You see us.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Welcome to UCR Live this week. As you can see, I'm the Oreo of goodness between these two.
Yeah.
The sweet creamy filling.
Well, the double stuffed Oreo.
Double stuffed. Not yet. Nearly the holiday for that kind of carry on. Ooh. But we're here.
Oh,
We've made
boom,
it. I know we've made it, but there's lots of us here in squares and stuff like that. But Luke, you're first because you're there.
Okay, I'm first. Look, I have a feeling there's a lot more chaos that's happening up there, but it's chaotic. I just went to the shopping centre here in Yeppoon, which is like a holiday town, so it was just crazy. Like, you got to go in there wearing body armor. You will be hit by old people. You'll be run over by shopping trolleys. There's like really angry mothers that will just kill you if you even look at something they're about to purchase. So no, it's not cool. But this is part of the Christmas spirit, right? And I just sat down. I'm surprised that I made this. Like, we're running a little bit late today. I sat down like a minute before we hit go.
Oh, don't worry.
Here we are.
We're running late.
That's okay.
Oh, thank you, Vera. Vera, you saved my ass.
Jeffrey's an ass.
Yeah, huge surprise. Jeffrey's ass. But that's okay.
I'm not used to having earphones on. It feels very weird.
She's very.
Oh, yeah, you never wear them.
I never wear them.
If I could hear Vera for once, it's nice.
Jeez. Why am I here with you, fuck?
I don't know. Vera, I was in that same position with you, girl. It's really intense being on the set with those two because every time that camera cuts away, they're bitches, man. They are. They'll like scowl at you.
They couldn't figure it out.
That was amazing when you were here because I thought Steve was going to fucking slit you from navel.
Oh, bitch, I was ready to go too. Don't you worry. And then other thing that was on the bloody panel at the time, Jesus. Ugh. Talk about Christmas shit. That fucking thing with that annoying alien voice.
We're going to talk at the end of the hour with his new laser eye.
And new organs. Hey.
Yeah. We're almost there. I have to say how bizarre it is to actually see myself on camera. I know that sounds stupid for as long as I've been participating, but it's the first time I can see myself, and I'm sorry. I just want to apologize to everybody. I can't stop touching my face. Like, it's bizarre, and yeah, we're one half of the way there. Soon the other eye will get done. Hopefully by the end of next month, and yeah, we'll be like Luke said, new organs, new eyeballs, my foot's healed.
You like Cher.
I'm just like Cher. That's what all my friends say all the time. we go to a hockey game and they're like, you're just like Cher, and I'm like, I get that a lot.
An heterosexual thing to say.
And you're like, hey, guys, I'm gonna go grab everyone a beer. What would you like? Oh, you're just like Cher.
Yeah. You're so Cher. What a Cher thing to say, Tim.
Oh,
so but yeah, Christmas around the corner, excited, and that's it.
What's in the new year, Tim? You've got new organs, new eyes. What's next?
A collab with Cher.
I mean, fingers crossed. It's on the Christmas list, but you know, a penis that works. That's how, you know, I'm really hoping that comes through for me.
Oh,
So,
I bet your wife does too.
Yeah, it was at the top of her list 3 times. She has 3 different people. And hey, I was a lifelong diabetic and a long-time dialysis patient. It takes its toll. So what are you gonna do? Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Learn how to eat pussy real good.
Oh, stop!
Hey, Christina, how you going, baby?
Speaking of,
I'm doing great. Thanks, Mr. Segway over here.
The best pussy we know, Miss Christina.
Thanks.
Hey, but
I changed
Christina,
my name
props to you.
officially.
I was going to say, props. That's checkmate. He can't get you on that one anymore, can he?
No, fuck them. Which yeah, like we said, Christmas is around the corner. I'm so excited. I haven't done a goddamn thing.
Oh, clever girl.
yeah.
Clever girl.
I have to buy wrapping paper still. Like I have to wrap everything and I'm gonna lose my mind soon.
Have you done your shopping? Have you done your
here.
shopping?
Yes. Yeah, the shopping is done. I have like 2 more things to get, like 2 or 3 more things, and then I'm done. So
Yep.
other than that, it's just wrapping and sorting and making sure that there's enough gifts for everybody. And my anxiety level's like through the roof.
Christina, you should have been here last night. That's all I'm saying.
I didn't know what he said.
Why? What happened?
Jeffrey,
What did I miss?
Jeffrey had
What?
Jeffrey had these stairs like 3 different ways. It was very insane.
You had to do what? 3 different ways?
Stairs.
Yes.
Why?
I
Yes.
was up in the attic, I was down in the basement, then I was in the attic, then I was on the 2nd floor, then I was in the basement. It was just a whole
And he would have been doing it all drunk, which you know. So
Yeah.
You weren't going up and down the stairs to help him?
I partially.
Partially.
Oh no, because
I had my,
it was too much to keep going all the way down, so then I just started putting it all on the landing because I'm like, oh.
I got bad knees. I can't be doing stairs all the time. It's not good. It's not good for me.
I had my work dinner last night. I got too drunk, actually.
Oh.
It was great, though.
that's
We got
okay,
a-
Bubs. It's holidays. It's
We got a
holidays.
little tipsy.
Exactly.
We got a little
Like, woke
tipsy
up
the first
hungover. I was
time
like-
was here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Jeffrey will not incriminate himself.
I saw you.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't accept that tag on Facebook.
Whatever whatever
I didn't
Apple
tell you.
Crown stuff is.
I do no such thing. That's definitely not an empty bottle of Crown in the recycling bin.
I saw a bottle of Crown too.
The first drink that Jeff poured.
With
It was
3
like-
fingers of whiskey.
3 fingers if you are fucking, what's his name?
Hagrid?
Hagrid? No, what's that guy? The big one, chopping trees.
What are they
Oh,
even
I knew.
talking
Paul
about?
Bunyan. There we go. Paul Bunyan.
This is the problem.
Big finger.
They should each go sit in their own rooms.
Yeah.
I think so. They should be separated.
We did actually contemplate that last time because we couldn't get shit happening, remember? I was like, you go in there on your phone, we'll go here and be great.
Oh, well, that would have spared me a lot of uncomfortable interactions.
Would it? Would it?
though?
We were here 24/7. Would it?
Look, I just wish some of it transpired on camera. We kept a lot of that off the show, and I really kind of wish it was on
and
there.
we
But
should have.
Had you all listened to me and we filmed the entire bit time you bitches were here, we would have had a hit Bravo show. Just saying.
I love that we look like we're in Times Square. Look.
It's Rockefeller Center. You look like we're at Rockefeller Center.
Yeah, right. All the skaters behind us.
Yeah.
We should bring that up for next week. Just mini skaters.
yeah.
Tonya Harding.
Tanya Harding's the one that hit her.
Yeah.
There.
I saw I Tonya
Mm.
starring Margot Robbie, Australia's Margot Robbie. Margot Robbie.
So how's the dynamics been there? Like, Vera, how are you finding being around those two? I know you said it was horrible before.
I love these, but I am going to work every day, so they're not in my hair.
I'm going to work every
Jeff
day.
went to work.
I've barely seen Steve.
I slept the first day we were here. First day we got here, you came to pick me up. It was
And
snowing
then
like a
Dee
motherfucker.
and I came over, and they all
We got a little bit turnt, little baby turnt. Vera and Dia came over. We had a little, welcome drink.
Did you have General Sow?
No.
We did have an obscene amount
Oh,
of
that's
chilies.
good then.
An obscene amount of chilies that is still running through Jeffrey.
Oh, horrible situation.
Yeah.
You kept trying to make me eat beef stroganoff when you had all that chili.
No, I think we were.
That was later.
Oh yeah.
Was it beef stroganoff? Was it, Vera?
I didn't eat the beef stroganoff because I'd eat
Smelled
Don't.
lovely. The stroganoff smelled lovely. But Jeffrey, as you know, Luke, it hits a certain time of night if Jeffrey's had some drinks, he goes, "Lots of food. A lot of food."
Look, it's not my fault. I don't want, I don't eat all day, and then like 11 o'clock it comes, and I'm like, oh, let's eat.
Let's see. So we watched Ultimate Girl Trip,
And I slept through it.
and then got real sick. Oh, you got real sick.
Oh yeah, it was the next thing.
You got real sick. And then I got up in the morning and went, I gotta go to bed. And Jeffrey you guys left the house at like 12-ish, right? Like around lunchtime.
Yeah.
I woke up at 6 p.m.
I texted you at like 9, and you said I've only been up for a short while.
That was a good night. Good first night. It was interesting.
Well, 6 p.m. is like 4 a.m. or so here, so it
But
makes sense.
I slept
You
from
woke up early.
lunchtime till nighttime. I was like, what's going on, man? It's fucking.
And how late were you up last night after sleeping till 6?
I was okay last night. We went to bed at 12. Because you had to go to work.
No, it was 1.
Do you miss Australia, Steve? Have
No,
you
it's
cried
hot
for
as
your
buggery there.
family?
Isn't it hot as buggery there?
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Disgusting, and storms, and like I just saw like there was some weird pattern happening right near my garage as I walked in, so I have a feeling there's been a big deluge of water.
Oh, fun.
Mhm.
All right. Well, Tim, get your good eye ready.
Oh
Get
yeah.
As you can see.
Oh, he's never seen this, has he?
No, as a matter of fact, I saw the UCR live watch or UCR watch little promo that you did. Oh,
Yeah.
that was a good one.
Here you go again.
Hot load
Almost
of
got it
hot
working.
topics.
Hey, there
Merry
we go.
Christmas.
We need to bring the dress down. Just with us in spirit again. Just hanging it. We'll put the dress on the Christmas tree. Oh, right. Well, this week, funny that we're all together.
Oh my god, I love it.
Standards of her.
We last time we were all together, we found Katrina A. Johnson of Nickelodeon's All That
The dress.
bridesmaids dress that she wore
dress
to
from
Jeff's
Jeffrey's
wedding,
wedding.
and we
On the armoire.
we got a headshot and stuck it on the
Yeah.
armor behind us.
Yes.
The only reason I found the camera today was I saw Christina.
I wasn't a bridesmaid, but that Christina, what her name was.
Katrina.
Beer is dirty. Beer is dirty. You didn't make her a bridesmaid. It's all coming out.
Christina Adams, that's who it was.
Oh,
Not back then.
Whatever the fuck. Christina
oh,
Clark.
I feel like
I didn't get to be.
I feel like
there. Christina Clark.
She was added in at the 11th hour because
Karen
the
Ashley.
Power Ranger.
And why was it Beer?
someone who was a Power Ranger that we know.
Yeah, Karen Ashley. She was supposed to be, and
I didn't fit the dress.
fucking dress.
Well-
That's actually why. If you go back to June 2012, and scour through our audio shows, you can hear my ex-sister-in-law calling the Power Ranger a fucking cunt. Oh, the dresses. It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was
Beautiful.
Oh, shit.
No.
And look how classy the show is now. Like, we've grown so much.
Well, funny enough,
We never say
funny
cunt.
enough that you mentioned that. today, the major topic of discussion is toxic workplaces.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wouldn't know anything about them.
Luke, are you married in a toxic workplace?
Do you know?
I think they find me. I could sell lemonade on my own. I could sell lemonade at a stand on my own. It would become a toxic workplace. It would.
It might be you.
I'm going to point out that the person who pointed out this story, I'd already written the article though, was our resident heterosexual. He forwarded this, and I said, "Baby, I'm on it." Shannon Doherty is not letting any dust settle. In the second episode of her Let's Be Clear podcast with Holly Marie Combs, she is still firing at Alyssa Milano and is breaking ranks with the story she's told for about 20 years that she left the show. She was actually fired.
Did we not know that?
I'm not surprised. I think it was always rumored that she was fired.
I think
It was just never officially.
No,
It was never official.
We knew she was
We
fired.
knew that.
I was not. I was kind of like, what do you mean? We all knew.
But what we didn't know is that it was Alyssa's ultimatum because what she had done.
I'm
You know,
pretty sure we knew
It's
that.
going to be litigious about it. She was going to sue the show, sue Aaron Spelling, sue.
I don't know, but I mean, I knew that it was like one of the two had to go. Like, I mean, there was huge headlines.
It was all over. Yeah.
Yeah.
The rumor.
So ultimately, Alyssa gave the makers of the show, hi Lashana, how are you? Gave them an ultimatum saying it is Shannon or me. And what Alyssa had done behind everyone's back, every time she had felt threatened, belittled, etc., etc., she had gone to basically HR and documented her case against not only Shannon, but the producers, the directors, the whole show. So if it was going to be her, she was going to take the show down with her.
Oh.
So isn't it easier to scapegoat someone who has already been notoriously let go from an Aaron Spelling show?
So you think that's why they killed her? Remember that other show she did a few? Well, it's probably like 6 years ago. Something about wives and oh god, it was like a summer show on ABC, and it kept getting picked up, and they killed her ass off that.
I thought it was because she got the Parkinson's.
No, not Alyssa Milano.
Oh, no, I was talking about
Alyssa, yeah, what was that show?
Something
Army Wives. Was it Army Wives?
No, somewhat, but it was actually really good. Her sister was on
So-
it, and the husband was cheating.
Is Alyssa Milano problematic on a lot of sets? Do we know of, or is it just
No.
Yeah,
charm?
I just like it. No, it
Sounds like a well-kept secret.
she sounds like the common denominator. I watched the clip again of Rose McGowan when she was getting questioned about the Me Too movement, and I think it looked like Julie Chen, but she's like, "Your co-star from Charmed was really vocal about the Me Too movement." Alyssa Milano, she goes, "So, what's your opinion on her?" "I don't like her. She's a lie." It's like, oh,
Wow.
whoa.
Nobody on Who's the Boss complained.
Well, that was the beginning of her
She
career.
was 5. How old was she?
12.
Yeah.
But she just seems to be the
Tony Danza at the time was too busy sleeping with Stamos' wife or girlfriend at the time,
Hey.
so he wasn't paying any attention.
Oh yeah, where is Uncle Joey?
Funny you should mention that. Blind
That's Uncle
Item-
Jesse.
Blind Item say
Oh,
he's
Uncle
in the
Jesse.
bad, like in a big way, like in a bad health way.
Who?
Uncle Jesse.
John
Uncle
Stamos.
Jesse.
No.
What about him?
He showed up to the premiere of Trolls or something like that, and people had to like,
You mean he was drunk?
yeah, like in the bag.
Oh.
Yeah.
He had,
Oh,
he's-
okay.
Oh,
Don't pull the cords.
oh, if I could turn back time.
With a little
Oh,
ouch. But yeah, so Alyssa Milano's a huge raging cunt, basically.
Yeah,
and
we've had him on every
Just tell me
show.
last-
We've had one on ours. Had a few on
Holly Marie-
ours.
Holly Marie Combs is like all weeping about life, and because I know she was the least known and she had to do the most work and got the least pay. I'm like, I consider myself lucky that I got a TV show that ran for 8 seasons, and that all I really have to do now is go around the Comic Cons and talk about it.
Listen,
Do a
that
podcast
is
with one of my old co-stars and talk about it.
miserable Fucking work. Going to
Comic-Cons.
Comic-Con, that is not a fun experience, okay? You have people touching you, saying bull, and you have to be on, right? You have to pretend, or you have to care
Oh,
about people. It's not easy. You know what I mean? Like, that is a lot of
Were they
energy.
touching you, Jeffrey?
Yeah, actually, they did, right? Because
You were just star adjacent. You weren't actually a star.
right, but it was really creepy. Especially with Karen, the people that would come up because they, they listened to the radio show and they would know who I was. It was very awkward. I'm not the one. I don't like that shit, right? I don't want nothing to do with it. And they'd come up and they'd be like, "Can I get a hug?" Or they want, and I'm like, "Please don't, don't touch me."
Time everyone that like for that.
I don't even. Jeff, do we even hug?
Oh,
Do we even hug on this show? I don't think we hug. We're not huggers, everyone.
I'm not a big hugger.
I hugged you.
I've hugged Vera.
Yes.
I've hugged
Depends on the size of the
Christina.
boob.
Yeah, it's
Did we hug?
every one of you.
We've all
Yeah.
hugged.
Yeah, we
Well,
hug.
I mean, when you see somebody that you haven't seen, in
I
a
mean,
long
I was
time,
lit,
it's
so I'll
very-
hug anything then. But I was
You
hugging the
weren't
toilet
that
bowl that
drunk
night
when I-
too.
You weren't that drunk when I got there, though. You were still
No,
like that.
I was
When
good.
you got there is the keyword.
Yeah, when I got there.
I did hug Steve.
Honestly, Luke, I think it was the glitter. I think it was the
glitter.
unicorn.
It was the glitter.
Yeah, I think it was the unicorn jizz.
Wait,
That
Wait,
made us
I'm
say.
going to quote someone that's not here.
Wait, you can't hear you. No, when you talk loud, it cuts your audio out completely.
Sorry, I went up too many octaves.
Yeah.
Dakota.
That was Dakota.
There he goes again.
Yeah.
Fly off and fight.
He got
Dakota.
Oh, Dana,
Dakota.
No.
It was Dana and someone else's husband. They were just standing there on their phones. They were legit not even interacting with us. And just because of where they were standing, I could see then in someone who is maybe not okay could perceive that as threatening. And then because she had it back to them, but she could feel presence behind her. And I was just sitting on the floor. And next thing this girl jumps up. She's like, "No!" And everyone was like, "What the fuck?"
That did not happen in
No.
my house.
No.
Did it?
It did actually.
Outside.
Outside.
Oh, on the back porch. Okay.
Speaking of things happening in houses, oh my goodness. The Senate got all sexy this week. Did you guys see the
I
sex
did.
tape?
Nobody's seen the sex tape.
So what
I've
actually
seen-
happened in the White House? So
I've
two
seen-
men filmed a porn.
I've seen 30 seconds of it.
Who was it?
So were they? Was it someone who worked there,
Why
or was it
didn't you
just
share it?
I know.
It's pornography.
What the
We'll get
fuck?
fucking-
Right, but why didn't you share it to the war room? He's
I'll
so
tell you
That's
what.
what happened with the dick pic
Fuck
when
am
he
I?
got taken off of Facebook.
You would
for
like
6
it,
months.
Christina. It's
He
too.
thought he was sharing it to the war room, and he shared it to the major page.
It's too. It's too.
gay?
Weeks going at it in the
No.
hearing room. No one wants to see
But
that.
they weren't actually congressmen, were they? They were just
No,
aides.
No, the one guy was an assistant to one of the congressmen
Yeah.
Yeah,
or something like
they
that.
weren't
Yeah.
anybody of import.
But it's
Imagine
the
that.
first time that's
You're
happened in
I'm gonna throw away my whole career today in the hopes that this video
You know what?
gives me.
If I were young and
path of life.
pretty and I were working in Congress, I would want to get laid in the house.
Watch out, fire.
Yes! Amen.
Here's the thing: they can launch an OnlyFans.
You're like,
page,
let's
they can
go.
fuck
Nobody's
everybody.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can launch
Right?
OnlyFans on that. But how long for?
Well, if they're hot, until they're wrinkled as fuck.
They can start, they can just get it on. in
Well,
every
if they got a
location.
following, they could probably keep going even after they're
Exactly.
wrinkled.
You know what I mean? Too. You get a following.
Viewers,
you got social media. You
If
got
we started an uncensored radio OnlyFans with regular content, would any of you subscribe to it? That's all I want to know.
Subscribe to our free shit. Because you're showing shit, Luke.
Oh, remember when we tried to give away that book and we couldn't even get anyone to enter the competition back in the old days? That was
He's
fun.
8 to his senator.
Peter said
Yeah.
Just this.
he's correct.
Okay.
It's all good.
Well, look,
I'm
good
sure
on you.
That's not the first sex that's happened. That's been had. It's probably the first.
No, because Bill Clinton and Monica were doing stuff. Like, we know all this, but
You know, Lady
I just-
Graham's getting down.
I'm sure it's been going on for years and years and years before that happened.
Right. Chris.
Yeah.
I agree. But
Like you said, who wouldn't? You know? Come on.
60 times.
I
But it could be
would.
worse.
Who hasn't had sex with that job?
It could be worse.
Right?
You could have worked here.
oh yeah.
Let's hear.
That was
Yeah.
intense. Okay, I can tell the story. So this was it was in Ukraine, and it was at a council committee meeting, and they were talking about the annual budget, and there was like a fight during it, and then like the guy who threw the grenades disappeared from the meeting. Then come back later and just interrupt real casually. It's like, may I, and just started throwing grenades, and everyone sat there stunned. Like, yeah, and everyone just sat there, no one moved, but you wouldn't, because it's just shocking. Like, who expects someone to come back with fucking grenades? And it's just like, it was a lot. I don't know.
Jesus.
I think there was one fatality at the time.
Where did he throw them? He didn't throw
in-
them at the
He
people.
he blew himself up too. Yeah, blew the whole room up.
Oh, geez.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like just
Only
went
one
in
person
suicide
died?
bomb
Oh,
himself.
God.
It is odd, but I don't know. There was a lot hurt, and maybe they've since passed. I don't know, but since
Certainly
that article was
a
written,
resignation.
Well,
I don't
It
know.
wasn't the bombing.
I've gotta say, like,
right?
in context, maybe throwing your career away by just having sex is probably less harmful than this.
Wait till you see me
Throwing a grenade.
Scorched earth policy.
Okay, listen, let me tell you what. The first one tried to do that. He tried to do a hostile takeover, take over the fucking pages, all kinds of shit. Guess what? It didn't work out for him. So go ahead and try. I'll crush you like a fucking bug on a rug too, bitch.
First, you have to realize there was nothing on for that day. Like last week when I may have forgotten to set the show to go at the right time. No one noticed. I was like, oh, well, half an hour won't matter.
That's not true. I messaged you.
After I said, oh, I forgot to put the show, he's like, oh, well. Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. Especially if you are consistently having three-ways. This is the best story.
It is the best.
Oh,
I didn't
All
do this
about
one
it
either.
2 weeks ago.
okay, Vera, can you tell this story for us, please?
All right. These are the Zieglers. They are a conservative Republican couple from Florida. He is the head of the Republican Party. She is the co-founder of Moms for Liberty. You know, those conservative bitches who keep trying to ban books. These two have been going around the country preaching about LGBTQ literature, preaching hate, preaching all their Republican horseshit. And they've been having a three-way for the last few years. Now, it was a consensual three-way for the most part. And I don't knock anybody.
Until it wasn't.
Until it wasn't. Right. But I don't knock them for the fact that they lived this threesome. I knock them for the fact that they went all over the fucking country telling people that drag queens were going to rape their children and that gays were ruining our earth. And then they've been having a threesome all along. Now, it came to light because the third member of this throuple was alone with Mr. Ziegler, Mr. Conservative Ziegler, who also does lectures on conservative values. And supposedly he sexually assaulted her and she went to the police.
Yeah, because they were meant to be waiting for the wife to show up to have the threesome, and then she got busy, so he just thought, oh, well, I'll still want to get it wet, and banged her. But I just find the hypocrisy so real, unreal.
Yeah,
like
2 weeks ago, I
like,
talked about
gays are so bad, and then she's down there munching on mango. Like, really, love? So do you think you're a bad person
Well,
when
that
you
isn't
ate
quite
her
the way I
clit?
said it.
Like,
Oh
fucking
my
imbecile.
god.
No, I just think people are hypocrites. Like, I don't mind. Like, yeah, absolutely, we should have like some level of conservatism in society as a whole, right? We can't all be Mardi Gras, we can't all be
Well,
whatever.
you know
But to disdain and like say that a group of people are almost bad and like they're corrupting people and all this, and then you're down there munching on the mango yourself. You're a dirty bitch.
My problem is if you've got that
Mango.
kind of forceful, exclusionary behavior, you're hiding something,
Wait,
Yeah, her
Always.
fingers up her friend.
Always.
no. Why are we not talking about the most like craziest part of all of this? Did anybody fucking look at this dude?
Yeah.
How did he get 2 bitches to fuck him? Not
Money.
one,
Money,
two.
Bobby.
Bitch,
He's
there's
a
not enough money
congressman.
on this motherfucking earth. You could
Tell me when to
offer,
stop.
you could put fucking $5 million on the table right now. I'm not touching him.
Oh, bullshit. I would
No
do
way.
it.
Not with your dick, bitch.
Bull.
Not with
Tim will
your
do it
dick.
for $5
Wait, you
million.
just wait.
Don't talk shit.
Did he just say
I'll
he
do it for
wouldn't do
$5
it
grand.
for the money?
Jeffrey.
$5 grand is my
Did you say
starting
you wouldn't do
price.
it for the money?
I need some money. I'm mortgages due.
An imagination. There's no fucking way.
The funny thing
Did
is-
Jeffrey really just say that he wouldn't do it for the money?
He wouldn't. He's being fake. He absolutely
You're
would.
fucking lying. You're straight up lying.
The positions I've been in, I could have gotten a lot of money, and I couldn't do. I have not done it. I'm just not. Look at. I love money. Don't get me wrong. I really, really enjoy it. I love spending it. It's a really fun time. But
And that's why you would say
my
yes.
motherfucking self because I
You
just,
close your eyes
no,
and you just
I can't
get
do it.
through
I
it.
can't fucking do it.
You close your eyes and you sing to yourself.
Listen,
And
I did my fucking
Money, 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 money.
You find your happy place. You
No.
find your happy place.
Exactly, find your happy
work
place.
for life. After that guy on the dance floor at the club in my 20s, that motherfucker was so homely. That fucking was like all I needed to do for the rest of my life. I am good. And that motherfucker
just
was broke. He
take
didn't
a
even have
pill.
car.
take a pill.
Take a pill or like smoke some
Christina
weed.
full Maryland. She's like,
She's got a plan.
I am there. I am all there.
But, well, Tim and Christina, I was nearly going to call you fat slut then. Well, I was looking at the name, for God's sake. Look, but
I
do
changed
you,
my
like,
name, Jeffrey.
I think like we all lean a little bit more towards the center than to left or right. I feel like what do you think of this though? Like,
no.
no.
No, this is a pot calling the kettle black situation. Like
Yeah.
it's one thing if you have
Yeah.
a belief, whatever it is, whatever you may think it is. If you have a belief, you stand by it. This is just another example of a fucking politician who barks one thing on TV and then turns around and does another thing and shakes their finger at someone for doing something wrong and then goes and does that thing behind closed doors.
that shakes her finger up her friend.
Yeah, I mean, it's asinine. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? It's just, this is why, like, I don't, like, I'm trying to change my algorithm on all my social medias because I don't want to see anything political anymore because I'm so tired of the bullshit from both sides. You know what I mean? Like, I
Guess
just
what,
don't want
bitch?
to hear it.
I got bad
And
news. As soon as you partake in this show, everything's political. That comes through your advertisements, everything.
2024 is going to be.
I don't have nothing political on my FYP.
I don't know. It's just, it's bullshit.
I'm happy.
They get whatever they, you know, you reap what you sow. That's it. You know, it's just, I don't care what your fucking affiliation is. You fuck up, you pay the price. So that's it.
You know what? Though?
Christina, do you reckon they're the type that think like just the girls licking each other while the husband's there's not really lesy?
What?
What?
I don't think it's really lesbian. I mean, I wouldn't say that I'm
But
a
what if them
lesbian.
squirted a little bit? Like, if you squirted a little bit, it means you like it. Is it a bit lesy?
Oh, I get turned on by lesbian porn all the time. I would
No, no,
you
no.
know,
But in
I don't
this
know how
woman's
that is.
circumstance, no. But in this woman's circumstance, if she's against lesos, but then she'll do lesbian acts, do
Oh,
you
she's
think
a
she
fucking
thinks
asshole.
because
She's
her
a
husband?
hypocrite.
Yeah.
I was thinking about.
Wait. The best thing I forgot to get the clip. I wanted to get the clip, but I forgot the clip because it was too busy trying to organize this shit. Was one of her former students reading her ball?
Yeah.
Get the
Yeah.
clip.
Kid.
Phil.
You
Oh.
you better
No.
Phil.
It wasn't at the school board meeting.
school
Yeah,
board.
And
the school board meeting.
and the kid said, you made my life hell. You did this. You ostracized me because of my sexuality. And guess what? You're not getting fired today because of your threesome. You're getting fired because you are unfit for this job.
You deserve to be fired.
You deserve to be fired for
The whole he's like, you're getting fired because you are terrible at your job, and the whole room laughed at her. It was
Who's singing?
I have no idea.
That's Melissa and the girls fucking belting something out in the other room.
I think we should do a bitch on the move. I think you should take whatever it is that you have the camera on and run into that room and like show us. And let's see if they fucking.
Wait, no. Alive.
Wait, before he gets there, we got to segue into it.
Go!
Hi guys.
Hi. Beautiful voice.
They said
Hi,
beautiful
Vince.
voice. They're obviously, but they live in Australia, so everything's backwards. Oh, hi, Aunt Christine.
The things
Oh, now Melissa's sending them to bed.
Yeah, girls, don't ever sing again. Don't ever.
And the poor dog doesn't know what the hell to do.
I know.
Oh, cool.
Christmas contest.
Okay.
Contest.
Let's
You said it was most a couple weeks ago.
But no, Luke, I think she's a hypocrite. I think you can't do one thing and say another thing. You can't, you look like a fucking fool.
Speaking of
And-
hypocrites, thank you for that segue. Vera's going to be so impressed we're talking about it, but it's in the news again.
Oh, God, is this Britney Spears?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Is it really
God.
Britney Spears?
Jeez.
Brittany.
No, it's not!
Taylor Swift.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Brittany. After Justin basically shut up when he did his little live event at Fountain Blue, Brittany's come forward on Instagram and said, I never mentioned how I beat him in basketball and he would cry. No disrespect.
Oh, come on, that's pretty fucking
That's
funny.
fucking great. So
This is my last week on the show.
Okay, that is
Justin
funny.
did it. Wait, no. This is gonna prove
Deuces, bitches.
That's funny.
this is the kind of fuck he is.
I'm fucking
So
out.
he got paid $6 million to do the opening of Fountain Blue in Las Vegas.
What the fuck is that?
At the new casino.
Oh.
And then didn't even stay there. He stayed
Oh
to
no.
He stayed at the win. So it's like, yes, I'll take your money, but I'm not going to stay on your premises. Fuck yourself. And then before he's saying, what's that song?
Crimea
I
River.
know.
Cry Me River. He pointed to a blonde girl. He went, I don't mean no disrespect.
Oh. Well, look, I think when you've got people fingering each other in Florida and like war in the Middle East and all of this stuff, this kind of news is really breaking.
It is. We're a pop culture podcast. This is pop
I
culture.
know. Look,
And we can all just...
Britney is almost a staple of this show now, guys. We're sorry, but there will always be a Britney story on this show, it turns out.
She's
Much to Christina's disdain.
4 years to talk about Taylor.
Fine, we'll get real on it. Let's pop into a K-hole and pop our clogs.
Oh, did he die from drugs, did he?
He did
Matthew
die.
Perry, everyone's on the
Sorry,
screen
gang.
for the listeners.
I mean,
Matthew Perry from Friends.
ketamine is FDA approved for depression.
But
So
not,
that's
for, not for self-administration.
Yeah, well, what I had heard from a couple different people who I would never expect to hear from, that he had received it during a treatment that was weeks prior,
Yeah.
but it only supposed to stay in your system for a couple of hours, and they ended up finding it enough to show autopsy in his blood, and they were like, "There's no way, you know what I mean? He shouldn't have had it." So it was,
So he scored
like
it
he said,
out.
administered
It
on
is
his
a
own
street
type of
drug.
thing. So
It is.
Once again,
Ketamine is a street drug.
straight people can't do drugs. The gays have been doing K for ages.
Yeah, but not all the street drugs are infected with fentanyl.
It's funny. Love to watch people go into a K hole. It's a good time.
What's K? I don't even know what the fuck K is.
They call it
Ketamine.
vitamin K on the street.
Okay.
Special K.
That was
Okay.
really sad. I was very upset when that came across my phone. And then I'm like, is it legal there? I know
I don't think
in
it's-
Oregon it is. You can self-administer.
No, actually, for depression, the FDA certification for depression, it
So
has to be administered in a medical clinic, and you have to be monitored for a full hour with vitals every 15 minutes.
My question is how he got it. I know
On
he's
the
a celebrity, but someone would have had to prescribe.
Somebody scored it for you. Know what? If you've been in the life, you have a dealer that you've known forever that you can call up, even though everybody else says you're clean.
But how much did it
Yeah.
say how much he had in the system? Was it a massive amount? Was it therapeutic levels? You know what I mean?
Enough to kill him.
I was gonna say,
But I thought it
that
didn't
is
kill
not
him.
a
I thought there was
therapeutic level.
multiple factors to his.
That's what I was gonna say. I thought it was that plus the hot tub plus the medicine he was on plus everything.
Maybe
Yeah.
Andy.
All the factors.
The vasodilator probably dropped his blood pressure.
Yeah.
What is the hot water killing all these celebrities? Can we just?
I'll be
It's
happy
a
to
base-
go that way.
A hot tub
Well, the
actually, a hot
bathtub.
is a vasodilator.
You got Whitney, Bobby.
And if you're already taking sedatives, that will really.
Woo, yeah.
Carter.
If you've already taken sedatives and you drop your blood pressure, you're dropping your respirations, you're putting yourself unconscious, you're at risk.
I'm sorry.
Whitney Houston yourself out of existence.
Well, if I ever find I've got terminal cancer and I want to off myself, that's how I'm going.
All right.
All right.
A handful of
I'll get a nice little
Well,
basket
yeah,
here, so it's nice and comfy. It's like a little mask, and it'll be
Yeah.
cute.
I was gonna say a robe.
juice,
I wouldn't
so
want to
we
be found
all-
naked.
Yeah. Some chocolate to the side of the there. Oh,
No,
beautiful.
I don't know though. Trying to just
Grapefruit.
it doesn't seem like.
No, you stop breathing before you drown.
Yeah.
You just
It's
sink.
not like gasping for air. You just go.
Yeah.
You go.
And you
smelt
stay
down the
tired
wall
by
like
then
a
and
man.
relax. You don't care you're drowning. You just say, oh, well.
Yeah, you just fall asleep.
Yeah.
All right.
Like Whitney.
We're gonna flip to probably one of the weirdest, controversial posts of this week. Maya Bialik got fired from Jeopardy,
It's one of our controversial posts.
and this post went no because did you read the
Got
comments?
lots of attention.
Started to. I didn't follow it for the end.
The
But
comments went from I really enjoyed Maya Bialik to this is anti-Semitism in Hollywood.
Oh my god.
That's a long reach.
Oh, no, weren't they saying that it was the Jewish people getting rid of her because she's a white woman? Is Mayim Jew? I don't even know
she's
or
Jewish.
care.
She's very Jewish.
Yeah.
She
So they were trying to more or less say they were getting rid of her.
Yeah, I think she's Jewish. Yeah.
Her
He looks
views
Jewish,
on
but I don't know.
Palestine, and
She's actually pro-Israeli.
yeah, I know.
Because I heard her defending the Israeli government. She's pro-Israeli.
Yeah,
she
I
knows
don't-
the Yiddish word of the day. She
yeah,
has Jewish
but I'm
people
saying
on
I
her
don't, whatever the
podcast.
comments were that came out, that was a part. I don't know. I have no idea because I can't.
She's not having a good time. Her
There's too much.
sitcom got cancelled. She got kicked off fucking Jeopardy?
Her buddy there died.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Hey, it's Merry Christmas! Hey, Rat. What's that, Rat?
Merry Christmas. No.
That's very Hallmark. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to us all. But yeah, random. My Bialik got fired.
Maybe it was a toxic workplace.
Do you think it's
Maybe Alyssa Milano's
Do
going
you
to
think
be
it's Alyssa Milano's fault? I think that's just a
Could you
big-
imagine
She's the
Alyssa
next-
Milano hosting Jeopardy? I can't answer the question.
I'm really fucking tits.
What is my fucking tit?
Someone else who's slapped his career down the drain. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Jonathan Majors, guilty of assault, third degree assault, I believe, or
I think so.
or 3 counts. I can't.
Yeah.
What are the degrees of assault?
But the thing that I find the most amazing about this is Marvel's not even going to recast it. They're talking about just getting out of the universe.
Well, they were talking about doing that before because the story did not gain traction with people.
It's like
Everything he was
But
in.
the,
tanked.
but the comic book nerds that I know love the Kang story.
that
the
they do.
movies have not like.
But
Well,
he,
they're only the
he hasn't
one
really
movie.
been in. That character was only in Quantum Mania. He's been in a lot of the TV shows in the background. He's been in Loki. He's been in a lot of stuff. So it was Marvel were growing him to be
Yeah.
a big villain.
They were talking that he was going to have a bigger part.
And now you got no job.
Now we got no Kang.
Well,
They used to say he was replaced. So there you go. Is he blanketed out of the blipped out, or is he?
They pulled his other movie that was due for release like this week. I think that Hollywood is getting very lackadaisical with these movies that they spend.
You know what?
Tax write-off.
Hollywood is just as bad as the rest of the country. The shit that they put out for the almighty dollar, the way they play the game for the almighty, they're not putting out quality. All the quality English language films are coming out of Britain right now.
Wait.
Hollywood's not really putting out quality product.
I want to know, has anyone seen Saltburn?
No, but I want to see
I
it.
want to see it.
I want to see
I
it.
want to hear about this. I want to hear about this tub scene.
I don't know.
All right, we're digressing now.
Yeah, we can digress. We're allowed to digress.
We can digress.
The numbers,
We're the
numbers
digress
are
show.
going up, we're digressing. We can digress.
Well,
You know
I
what?
announced to all my coworkers that I hosted an international podcast today at the Christmas party, and now they're all watching us say
All nine
fucking
of them.
cunt.
And just
Real
So
class
we're
act.
So are they going to find out how much you'll Trump then?
Yeah. They said,
Uh,
and I said, uncensored radio. And they said, oh, why? And I said, because we cuss.
because we say cunts a lot.
Oh, when people ask me, I'm like, oh, I'm like, you won't be able to find it.
Tell them about it. It's like, look us up, stop sign. I talk radio.
There are some very
What was I picturing?
backward ways that people find our show,
Yeah.
and people that you would think don't watch your
Like, if they want to find it.
Peter watches us some weird way. Peter Thomas.
I went to work, right, at a job that I hadn't been at very long. And I hadn't mentioned it to anyone. And I said something about a joke that we said on the show. They're like, ha, like on the podcast. I went,
Whoa.
single,
Actually,
white.
it was a Christmas party gang, and you had to say something that nobody would know about you. And I said, I co-host an international podcast. And one of the nurse practitioners said, I've seen it. I know it's you.
Seen you,
Oh,
you filthy
shit.
old woman. Oh, well. Should we,
We lost Luke.
he's, oh, look, Peter says, I watch it in a weird way.
He does. Well, you don't watch it on Facebook. How do you watch? Well, you watch it on another platform.
We can go on Instagram now. We can go live to Instagram. I don't know how, but we can. It required copying and pasting it. I'm not smart like the other one. I'm just better at my job.
You're a manager, not a manipulator.
Wouldn't you just need like another device to just stream it through the page?
No, you've got to do
You
like a
just have to-
share code that you've got to copy and paste in there. It's a whole big thing.
I don't like
No.
having to do the technical one. This is not fun for me.
No, I would just use my iPad, log into the account, and go live.
Y'all know it
That's what I
ain't
would
me
do.
to figure this shit out.
It is. It is. All right. Well, shall we have a bit of a controversy? Oh, Luke's coming. I know that he's going to love this one. So, Luke has come back just in time.
I've actually never heard that music.
There you go. Look, the
See?
things you
Yeah.
learn.
What?
Have you ever been
Fine.
told you are too fat to fly?
Oh my God.
Because this story is grabbing a little bit of attention from people as well on the page.
I've been in these shoes.
Been in those shoes. Were they Velcroed up?
No, I was flying back from Paris on a American Airlines flight. I have never not fit in the seat. I mean, I've been fat my whole life, but I've never not fit in the seat. This young Spanish woman sat next to me. This fucking bitch threw a fucking shit fit, mortified me, screamed at the stewardess, I need to go to first class. I can't be forced to sit next to this pig. I was mortified. It was horrible. People can be nasty as fuck, and when you're fat, they don't care. They minimalize you. They will marginalize you. And she screamed and shouted till they moved her seat.
Did you get to go to first class?
Nobody got to go to first class. She had to move up next to two old women, and I had 2 seats to myself.
Awesome.
But she was horrible. She was a nasty, mean bitch who wanted to get upgraded to first class, and she didn't care that she was mortifying me and embarrassing me, and I cried all the way from Paris to New York.
That's pretty horrific.
Oh my
It's
God.
horrific.
So the story, the story that is on the page is about Southwest Airlines allocating up to a row of seats for plus-size passengers at no extra charge.
Well, it's just funny because they've been sued twice for double charging plus-size people.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a PR stunt.
It's a PR stunt.
But wait a minute.
I was going to say, because they couldn't maintain this for too long.
That's the argument, is that it's a non-maintainable business model.
Right.
Right, because what do? You have to send in your measurements? Like, how does this work?
I have no idea.
Jeez. Look at on the camera.
What did he just say?
In here.
So, look, I have recently flown internationally. I fit in the seat, it was all good.
Really?
Until had to get on that little dinky plane to get here. Comfort Plus. Oh, I don't think so.
I never had a problem.
I
with
asked the poor
jumper.
woman next to me, I was like, I'm so sorry. That's not Comfort Plus, Delta. That's Comfort
I've
Plus.
never flown Delta.
Lucky the plane went like this. We're done. It was
Yeah, the puddle jumpers do that.
Yeah. But you know, I think it's
40
something
minutes.
Comfort Plus when you're like inside the person next to you.
So I ended up in prison.
See, now I've never flown Delta, but I haven't had that experience on a puddle jumper.
I had a lovely flight from Honolulu to Detroit on Delta. It was lovely.
I mean, I was with my husband, so I could like sit on him, so it was fine.
Get
My back
down.
rolls were all over the place.
See, and this is what annoys me too. Why do I have to pay full price ticket for my 16-kilogram daughter who won't even sit in her own bloody seat for half the bloody flight anyway? She doesn't eat their food. She doesn't, I don't expect her to be free.
Fuck you! You get the extra room, asshole! You can now sprawl out.
We actually were
This is true.
quite smart. We were quite smart about it. We put Buffy in between us.
Right.
It was great. So Buffy sleeps like a pretzel.
She,
a leg
yeah.
here, an arm here, a head here. I was like, then Luke passed out, so I was like this. It's great. It's good time. It's good time.
Well, who hasn't been on the flight?
So it was
with the
kind of
little
like
kid
our
that's kicking
own.
his feet and wanting mommy,
I see. I hate that.
I would.
And you know,
Oh, we're losing you, Luke.
Oh, you can drop it out, Bubs.
oh yeah, no,
I have
my
no
phone's
idea.
playing. I might even have to drop out of the rest of the show.
He's outraged.
I'm sorry.
Basically. That's all right. I
Boost.
would pay extra. As someone who is a larger, a bit of a fat slut, some people might say. I wouldn't mind paying a little bit extra to have no one fucking next to me.
Yeah.
If I were flying a budget airline and I could afford it, yes.
Like last time when I flew to London earlier this year, it was all good until there were 3 grown men sitting next to each other. It was like no one could breathe.
Yeah,
No one
like
could look. Like you couldn't put.
like
could put your
football
table
players.
down. You couldn't. You had to have velociraptor claws to try and cut your shit. Oh.
Well,
Scares me. I can't. I get
3%
claustrophobic.
battery,
airlines
kids.
have
If I
been
disappear,
getting
that's
smaller
why.
and smaller.
Hey,
It's back again.
he's like fucking herpes.
I don't, you keep getting clearer and worse and clearer and worse. But I think the main problem that people are having with this,
Is that it's free upgrade.
and
I think it's a PR stunt because
I think it's a PR stunt.
they are notorious. They've been notoriously bad. Southwest, right?
I think that if you ask for the upgrade, then it'll be like, okay, well, we're gonna have to put you on another flight. So like you won't be on like such a busy flight. So you're gonna like go somewhere where it's going to, it's gonna fuck you in the long run. Wait, you guys are coming through all crazy, like robot-y. Is that just me?
No, I'm hearing it too.
I'm talking. I don't know.
You guys
You
sound
guys
like
sound
literal
like
aliens.
robots and aliens.
Literal robots. and aliens. Stop, it's really creepy.
They're not owls.
My fucking
Yikes. I think we're gonna have to call it, guys. Yep.
Oh, it's already time to go.
You ruined it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's getting a little better.
Hi. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there it is. There you go.
Because Luke was going on about mangoes for so long. Anyway, yeah, look. I'm fat, and if I didn't fit in the seat, I would probably cry about it and then leave, but not cry because I want a free seat.
Kevin Smith
Yeah.
was the director of Clerks, and he was Silent Bob and Jay and Silent Bob movies.
Something's happening.
And he was mortified by Southwest because he was told by the stewardess that he would have to buy a second seat.
That's
And-
why he's thin now.
And that's why he's
Yeah.
thin now.
And
But
he's rich,
I
so he
mean,
can afford
Southwest has been notoriously bad about it.
Yeah, well. Look,
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna if they're gonna accommodate you, then you're gonna you're probably gonna find less flights.
do you reckon that's the way I
That's
can get on
what-
Ozempic? I'll go
You know
home.
what?
They're not gonna pay for it.
I'll go home. I'll go home
It's
and
FDA
say
approved for
that I'll go home and say that the airlines have hurt my mental health because they called me fat and I'm sad about life, so give me things for free.
Yeah.
That's how it works, right?
I have no idea. We have to pay for everything here. In
Oh,
this
What's it
country.
called?
Next time you see me, America, I'll just
emotional.
be a giant head on a tiny body.
Emotional harm. They caused me emotional harm.
We're gonna have to be
They
honest
did.
about it.
I'm still suffering
That's
from the
me,
woman
Christina.
when I went to Paris.
You feel like you're ready to rant?
I don't know. Can you hear me?
We can't really give you a close up, but we can do
Is
this.
it worth doing it if you guys can't hear me?
We can hear you now. It's fine now.
Oh, okay. Then I'll get hot.
Their events with Jeffrey and I in the scene. Unless
Probably
we can
making
get out,
faces
unless
at
we can
me.
get out of shot really quickly.
You don't have to get out of the shot. We're fine.
Ready? Are you ready to? Their events.
All right. Tonight I'm going to talk about news bias, but specifically Sinclair Broadcasting. I live in upstate New York. We are thousands of miles away from the southern border. We are so close to Canada that people pass Canadian coins around at stores and banks and gas stations, and nobody fucking cares. We are not anywhere near the immigration problem. But we have seen in the last 6 months, every fucking night, some story, not on the national news, on the local news about immigration. And the problem is that all of the local stations in central New York, thousands of miles from the southern border, are owned by Sinclair Broadcasting. And they are doing this story on immigration 3 or 4 times a week. And it is a problem. Nobody's saying it's not a problem, but it is the next wedge issue. Every 4 years, there's a wedge issue, something to divide the country, something to make it extreme. And now that we have conservative news media running the show so much since the end of the Fairness Doctrine, and I know I've ranted to you guys about the Fairness Doctrine before, since the expiration of the Fairness Doctrine under Ronald Reagan, we have mass conservative billionaires buying out our media and spinning the message. There is no immigration problem in Auburn, New York. We don't have a large immigrant community, period. The last group of people that immigrated to Auburn were Italians in the 1920s. They've all put down roots. They're all 3rd, 4th, 5th generation Americans now. We don't have an immigration problem in central New York, but we have it on our news every fucking night because Sinclair Broadcasting has made this the next big wedge issue. Now, you are allowed to feel what you want, but there needs to be fairness in our news. You can't have 2 different sets of facts. And you can't be making this an issue for people it's not an issue for. If you live in Texas and you have to deal with the immigration problem, that's different. If you live in Auburn, New York, the immigration problem might as well be Kosovo. None of us experience it. It is not impacting our lives in any way, shape, or form. But Sinclair News is making everybody afraid of every immigrant who's crossing that border. And there's a theme of denigration and a theme that of disease coming over and a theme of violence coming over and a theme of crime coming over that is simply not true and is simply not in central New York. We need to bring back the Fairness Doctrine. I think it needs to be a priority. That's my rant for the night. And if Jeff and Steve don't come back, I have no idea how to end the show.
I'm talking myself back in. Oh dear. That was great. Jeffrey's not coming back.
Oh,
Jeffrey's eating goldfish by the handful. So we'll be coming back to you live again, probably with a different angle because he's not happy about it. Look, he's shaking his head. He's not happy about the angle. But this is our last show before Christmas.
I know.
So,
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas to you guys.
Merry Christmas!
What's the big plan?
Merry Christmas,
Christina?
you old building and loan.
What's the big plans for Christmas?
Okay, so Christmas Eve is the big day. You know, the 7 fishes, the family, everything happens. All the kids get their gifts.
Christina's
Like
big plans
the, you
for
know, the
fishes.
grandkids. Yeah, the grandkids and like the nieces, everybody gets that shit. What?
I'm making a lesbian joke.
Oh, Jesus
Yeah,
fucking
geez, I
Christ.
know, right?
Then
Get away from that.
Sunday, I keep saying Sunday, but then Christmas Day, I go to my husband's side, which is like 4 cousins, like an aunt and an uncle and 2 cousins. And we have pajamas on, and we just rest the whole fucking day. And I watch my kids open up the gifts that they gave them, and it's the best day ever. So I love Christmas Eve, and I love Christmas. I just love it. I
She's
can't
a
wait.
Christmas
So excited.
girl. Christmas girl.
Yeah,
Christmas girl.
I just love being around everybody. You know.
Tim's a Christmas girl. As you'll see, there is a
Yes,
little
yes, I am, and I will be joining Chrissy on Christmas Eve with her family, and then Christmas Eve night, and kind of like an all night, we go to the South Shore of Long Island to be with my crazy loud Irish Italian family and drink and yell at each other and have fun standing in the
Smells
kitchen
like
until all hours of the night, and then Christmas Day is a change of tradition this year for us. We normally, Melissa and I usually kind of hang low here because my stepdaughters go by their father's house for Christmas morning, Christmas Day. And this year we will be joining Melissa's family over at her brother's house and spending the day over there. So
Why?
we'll see how that
Christina's
goes.
like, oh god, it's an Italian.
Why?
Well, we
Why?
do
Yeah,
have the Italian tradition that we do everything on Christmas Eve.
What are you doing, Vera?
I'm hosting these two bastards and my family.
Nice.
We won't be doing the
Nice.
7 fishes, though. We're just doing pork roast and then Christmas Day.
I thought you were going to say we're going to do pork roast and fentanyl. I was
No.
like, Happy Christmas.
Yeah. Christmas Day is very low key for us. We just immediate family at my sister's for brunch. We open gifts, we drink a little mimosa. Then we all go back to our respective homes and watch football and Christmas movies. That's our traditions.
I'm doing what I'm told.
That's right.
Come into my house Christmas
I'm a
Eve
guest.
and you're gonna love it.
That's
And then
it.
Jeff's cooking for
we got
millions.
Joffrey.
We got to cook sauce. That's you're not going to get it back on camera, so that's all. Jeffrey said,
Oh,
"Merry
fine.
Christmas."
He's cooking for millions.
We'll have a little Christmas something for you all anyway. But if we don't see,
Yeah, what was this
Merry
Christmas competition? I thought we were gonna have a
Yeah,
Christmas competition.
I'm going to cut it all together. I'm going to cut some shit together, so it's
I
a
never
very
sent you my
low
stuff.
impact Tuesday show for everyone. Okay, no one has to do anything. It's all good. That's why I'm here.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
All right, motherfuckers.
Merry Christmas, you
We'll
two.
be live from America next week. But until
Merry
then,
Christmas.
stay out of your friend's wife's vagina. Bye. I've decided next week, because we've got this like Good Morning America setup going on, I want to cut away to a musical guest. I don't know who it's going to be, but we'll put someone in another room
You're calling Ryan Collins.
playing the spoons or something. Great.